Some Central Oregon pioneers came in seek of fortune, some to serve others. And none exemplified the latter more than this Central Oregon pioneer.
Father Luke was born in poverty in Ireland. Very Catholic family. He's ordained at the very young age of 23 as a Capuchin friar. He
spent the first part of his career in India and the Middle East, until middle age, when the call came to head out west.
And at the age of 37, he's given the task in 1910 of going to the very remote stretches of eastern Oregon in America to establish a parish. So he had a tall order when he got here. There was no physical building for him to minister from.
Finally, in 1912, he's offered an old schoolhouse for $75, and that works for a while, until January 25th, 1920, when the foundation stone was laid on a dedicated St. Francis of Assisi church that has continued to evolve over the years. Now, Luke, who wrote the Gospel of Luke in the Bible, was a physician, and some of it must have rubbed off on Father Sheehan, because at a time when Ben needed it the most, he raised his voice and said, "We need a place to heal the sick."
And one of the things that Father Luke really focused on at first was the fact that there weren't adequate medical facilities. You have very large construction projects going on, and the timber industry is coming. And, so the need for a medical facility was very, very high.
On a trip back home to Ireland, Father Luke encountered Mother Gertrude of the Sisters of St. Joseph, a Catholic nursing order. He expressed his concerns about the need for medical care in Central Oregon, to which Mother Gertrude said, "I gotcha."
And so the Sisters of St. Joseph in Tipton, Indiana, arrived in Bend in 1917 and took over what eventually is going to become St. Charles Hospital. So because of Father Luke and his relationships within the church, he's responsible for bringing our hospital here.
Sadly, in the 1920s, an extreme wing of what was called Americanism was growing in popularity. They were known as the Klan, and Bend was not immune to its influence. In fact, the location of the headquarters of the KKK was public knowledge and well known. It was in the O'Kane building right behind me.
The Klan is in Bend in the 20s as a formal recognized chapter, and they burn a cross twice and atop Pilot Butte. And in March of 1922, there's a session at the Liberty Theater on Wall Street.
The Klan leader addressed the audience about the scourge of anti-American hiring going on at the mills and leveled several accusations against the Catholic Church. And when he made an offer for someone to get up and refute what he had to say, Father Luke said, "I gotcha."
And so Father Luke has had enough of the Klan and shows up, and he's given 8 minutes on the stage to talk to the room, and he does. And several parishioners come to be kind of his protection at the event, and after his 8 minutes, it was suggested that he should probably go now, and so he did.
After that meeting, Father Luke kept on going, but the Klan, not so much.
So the Klan is active here as a chapter from 1922 until 1925, when they fall apart, fighting amongst themselves.
Church, check. Hospital, check. Taking on the Klan, check. And next up for Father Luke, with the help of the man who built the building behind me.
The next goal is then establishing a school. And Hugh O'Kane was very instrumental in helping him with that process. And successfully starts St. Francis School in 1936, which was the last of his accomplishments before his death in 1937.
Luke Sheehan, the humble priest from Ireland, the land of the Celts, was laid to rest in good old Irish fashion.
Father Luke has one of the most recognized spots in Pilot Butte Cemetery, with the very large Celtic cross that stands in Pilot Butte today.
It's kind of rough out there these days. We got to be mindful of the good things that exist everywhere, but we just don't see them. I think it was Fred Rogers who said it best. He said, "When I was a boy and I would see scary things in the news, my mother would say to me, 'Look for the helpers. You will always find people who are helping.'" For Central Oregon Daily News, I'm Scott Elmas.